Hi, welcome to Jen's Daily Dish, where I bake things on camera for the very first time so you can bake along with me and learn from my mistakes. I found this recipe online for an apple cinnamon swirl cake, and it sounds delicious, and it is fall time and the leaves are falling, and I just can't help myself when apple picking, and I've got a lot of apples. So what am I going to do with them? Well, we're gonna make this cake. It's a loaf cake, sort of like a pumpkin bread shape, but not pumpkin bread because it's apple cinnamon swirl cake. So I was inspired by this song. Apple cinnamon swirl loaf cake. Take advantage of fall's bounty that it makes. I went apple picking and have all of these left. So let's make a loaf cake that will add a little heft. Apple cinnamon swirl loaf cake. Sounds delicious, and I think it's gonna taste delicious. First things first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Second thing you want to do is to get your loaf pan nicely greased up. You could even put parchment paper in here too. I'm going to leave it like this and assume it's going to come out clean, but we'll find out together. Flour, baking powder, mix together, butter, light brown sugar, regular sugar, and let's get all that cinnamon in there at the same time. Mix together until it's fully incorporated with each other, fully mixed together, nice and smooth, almost fluffy. Eggs, vanilla, mix together. Add in your dry ingredients, mix together. The recipe calls for sliced apples, so that's what I've done. I sliced them pretty thin, but we'll see how this turns out. Fold them in. Pour into your baking dish. Spread it out best you can to one layer. This is going to be very interesting. Into the oven for 45 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. Time's up. Time for the toothpick test. Ooh, that looks great. Let's go ahead and just get the toothpick in there. It's coming out pretty clean. Let's take it out. Let this rest for 5 to 10 minutes or so until it's cool enough that you can take it out of the pan, and then we'll let it cool completely, and then we get to make the topping, the frosting, the glaze. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did you see that? It came right out. All right, fantastic. I'm gonna lift it right up. Look at that loveliness. I'm gonna flip it back over here. 1, 2, 3, yikes. Okay, yay, great. And that was just with buttering my pan. Confectioner sugar, cinnamon, milk. Add more milk if needed, if it's not turning into a nice glaze here, which I think I might need some more milk. I added a little bit more milk in, so there's probably about 1 to 2 tablespoons in here. I want to get it to a consistency that it will drizzle over the apple cinnamon swirl loaf. It's hardened up a bit, so let's go ahead and, ooh, see the glaze break a little bit. That is great. This looks like, oh, lovely. Look at that. Look at all those apple pieces in there. Yum. Look at this lovely apple cinnamon swirl loaf cake. Yum. You can see those apple pieces all throughout. So that 3 cups of apples went to good use. But let's see how it tastes, because it's all in the taste. All right, let's take a bite here. This is delicious. Certainly you can taste a whole lot of the apple, a lot of that cinnamon coming through, and that nice sugary cinnamon glaze on top. This is delicious. It was so easy to make. So if you go apple picking, make this cake. Yum! If I can make this apple cinnamon swirl cake for the very first time with you watching me every step of the way, you can too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram for so much more.